Hello, everyone. It's Yogi here. Welcome on this beautiful Saturday evening in the UK, 8 o'clock. And we get to start tiny bit earlier today. And so good to see you. It's been a sort of a busy day running around, but I'm here. I'm finally settled down and with a cup of coffee, and I hope you're ready to have a spot of stitching with me. So, today is Aimee Stewart Day, and you know by now, every Saturday is our Aimee Day. And of course, I'm coming back to this piece. This is Traveling Library. Oh my God, the trouble this piece has cost us. Now originally we have one, and now we have three, quite possibly, somewhere in the future, related to this piece here. So this piece, if you haven't seen it, if you've been living under the rock, you're in for a treat. Okay, let me show you the full markup here. There. How gorgeous is that picture? So this is an interior view of a caravan, and there's a little fox there, and it's full of books. Hence the name Traveling Library. It's traveling, and it's a library. And now we actually have a view of the external part of this caravan. I think the books only outside as well and the surrounding area. So basically, it's probably not moving constantly. So maybe the caravan will stop in a location like a town or village, and then we'll start selling books or renting out books like a library. Really, that's how it works in my mind. And so it's a whimsical, warm, and glorious piece. And many of you, not just me, many of you are working on this piece with me because we started together, didn't we? So let's have a look of the progress here. So I think majority of you, unless you have just started in the past couple of days, you're probably way ahead of me. So this is where I am. And this piece is so long, I literally have to scroll. So this is the top of the piece. And I am going to, oh, hello, I have just marked stitches. Oh dear. Marked stitches as usual that I don't intend to with Saga. So let me scroll up a little bit. So this is a portrait shape piece there. And so I am starting from the top, not just from the top, I'm starting from the middle as well. So, I have good reasons. Originally, I kind of wanted to work from top to bottom and then branch out on both sides. But I, kind of changed my sort of strategy as I move forward. And we will talk a little bit more about that. So, in terms of stats, let's look at the numbers, okay? And numbers don't lie. So I'm slightly under 1%. If you look at the upper left where it says progress, slightly just under 1%. So maybe, just maybe today, I'm able to cross over. Okay, I don't know how many stitches will be required. I'm gonna cross over to 1%, fingers crossed. And if you look down from the left panel there, it says 239. So yeah, so just one number short of the max color. I think max is 220, so 240. So a lot of colors involved, and it's worth it. It's a beautiful, colorful piece. So as usual, I'm going to start a sprint right here in front of you. Okay, no cheating here. So this sprint will basically capture all the stitches I'm about to make today, and right in front of your eyes. And by the end of today's sprint, today's stream, you know, you get to guess how many stitches I make. So regulars know by now. And if you're new to the channel, welcome and come and play with us. It's a little game we play every day, and every day we have a winner. But on Saturday, it's a separate category, okay? If someone can remind me who won last week. So Saturday's winner stays a winner for the entire week until the following week. Okay, so this is how it works. So today, you know, you have a lot to gain by winning, because it means you're the winner for the entire week. How good is that? And before I make a single stitch, of course, I'm going to come back here and say hello to all of you. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. So start from the top. Who have we got here in the chat? Here we go. Raja, welcome back again. I can't say it enough. Welcome, Raja, the first to report to the chat. Says, hello, everyone. Happy stitching on Saturday evening. Indeed. I can't wait. I cannot wait, Raja. And then we have Clara as well. Welcome back. And says, hi, Raja. And everyone else once you get here. Yes, always sounds like Clara was nice and early there. And here we go. And then, of course, we have Sarah, our Captain Alien, and providing our daily quote. We're so lucky to have Sarah. Sarah says, think bright thoughts, speak kind words, and follow bold dreams, and trust the journey. No truer words have been spoken indeed. Yes. And follow your heart and be true to your words. Yes. And follow your instinct, your dreams, and trust the journey. Absolutely. And I always say, trust the body as well. The body is giving you not just physical feedback, but intuition, and follow yourself. Trust yourself. Thank you, Sarah. I love it. I love it. And we also have a turtle stitcher. Heather is back here with us, and Callum as well. Oh dear, Mary Solas has joined Yogi Squad. Thank you so much. Mary has become one of the members in our stitching club here, and so nice to have you. And Gay as well says good morning. Oh, Sunday. Oh, Gay is over the other side in Australia, where it's already Sunday. So happy Sunday. And Serena as well, welcome back. So good to see you. And who else have we got? Alandria as well over here in the UK. And Grace Halston, hello, says hello Yogi and everyone, happy stitching. And Kimberly is also in the chat, and wonderful to have you. And Michelle Fuller is also here, and Leslie and Susan, of course, sweetheart, is back here with us. And we were up late yesterday, weren't we? I think it was about 2 or something like that, 2 a.m. So Friday we start a slightly different time, and Monday as well. So Silver Stitches, Lizzie is here in the chat, and Jackie as well says, hello everyone, I'm stitching on Traveling Library. I'm completely obsessed with it. Oh, we all are. It's such a beautiful piece. And Frida is also here. Hello. And Maja Peterson, welcome back. And Colette is also in the chat, and Selene, good to see you. And some of you, I only get to see you in weekends, you know, so wonderful. And it is the weekend, isn't it? It feels so busy. I always forget that it's actually Saturday or Sunday. And Stitching Shannon as well. Are you new to us? Or maybe I have seen your name before. Welcome back, whichever way. And Betty Lou Taylor as well, BLT, is back with us. And to Snowy as well. How wonderful to have you. And let me keep scrolling down. And Suvi's back. Hello. So good to see you. And Jamie as well, joining us. And Henny as well. Yes, wonderful. Carla Hill, it's been a little while. So great to see you in the chat. And oh, hello, maybe a new joiner. Okay, I am not going to attempt to even pronounce your YouTube handle, or maybe it's the actual name. Wonderful. Says hello from Texas. And Siobhan is also here with us. Oh, how nice to see you here, everyone. So, Clara says Team 310 already. Okay, yes, indeed. This piece apparently involves a lot of 310. Okay, and a lot of 310 stitching, even though it's extremely vibrant in colors. You can see the explosion of colors here. And this is max color version as well. And it has even more than the regular version when it comes to 310. So I'm looking forward to it. We like a little bit of 310 from time to time. It's settling, you know, a little bit goes a long way. It's all about balance. But sometimes, you know, a little bit of 310 is nice. And you know, wherever 310 happens, it creates a lot of definition. These are 310s, okay? And a lot of, you know, beautiful outlines there. So I do welcome 310 all the time, all over the time. And Natty has just joined us. Welcome. Sorry, my voice is slightly husky. Yogi's husky even in the best of time, but today is extra husky. So bear with me, okay? I've got my power drinks and some power chocolate waiting for me. So let me just quickly have a sip of my coffee here. So I've got a freshly brewed coffee. It smells so good. And a cup of peppermint tea waiting for me as well. Oh, lovely, lovely. And let me know what you're working on today with me. And why not? Give me a little wave if you're working on this piece with me right now with me. Give me a little wave. So our brave soldiers, traveling library. And, you know, if you don't know already, this piece has two companion pieces. Okay, let me just pick my first color here. And I'll you know, tell you all about it. And I think I still have my markups here as well for the other two pieces. I might flash them to you to tempt you. You know, I have no plan at this point what to do with them or when, but it's good to, you know, think about it. So let me start off. So if you're wondering where this is right now, let me just zoom out my why don't I just show you the full view, right? It's easier to see. So you can tell there's a lot of orange and some green happening here. So where it is actually, let me show you the markup view. Look at that, it's so pretty. And if you're wondering where it is, let me zoom out a little bit. So this is this beautiful orange flower there. You hardly notice when you look at the entire view because it's so big. But when zoomed in, there's so much happening around this little arch here. It's so pretty, so pretty. So that's this is what I'm focusing on right now. Okay, let me flip back. So I'm working on this orange flower for a couple of sessions and the previous sessions. And today I'm going to continue. And then I'll decide where I'm going to move. Am I moving left or moving right? A lot of exciting items happening there, whichever way I go. So I am ready. Are you ready, guys? Oh, here we go. So the guys, they're working with me today, beautiful athletes. We have Carla Hill and Estrid. I'm not going to try, yes. And Siobhan and Natty, Jackie, Clara, and who else is here? Oh, Suzanne as well. Oh, no. Yes, so Suzanne is working on a different piece right now, but we'll switch to traveling library as well. Yes, do it. And Jamie as well, BLT. And oh, Dana has just joined us. Dana Mary, welcome. And Heather Turtle Stitcher is also here stitching this piece as well. Moti Stitcher has just joined us, says hi everyone, happy stitching. I have just finished my SAL, fell into the SAL rabbit hole by joining the next year's SAL as well. Hang on, Motis, have you just finished last year's SAL and then joining the next year's SAL as well? Because you said you just finished. Oh dear. That's full on. So you must enjoy the last year's or current year's, and you're joining the next year's as well. And Selen as well is stitching on this piece, and Kelly Shaw as well. Amazing. That's a whole bunch of us, okay? The dynamic team right here, traveling library team, okay? And so here we are. Let's do it then. And all of you, of course, it's Aimee Stewart Day. If you're stitching on Aimee Stewart's piece, let me know what you're working on. And if you're not, that's okay. I left the back door open, okay? So you can join us too. Just keep it quiet. I'm joking. Let me know what you're working on as well, okay? So I'm keen to kind of, start to fill in the remaining petals there and defining the shapes here. So I'm going to dive straight in with this color here. It's 606. It's a red, okay? So not a 310 star today, but a very bold orange, deep orange red color. 606. Let me have a look and see if I've got one docked already. Thank God. Yes, I do. I'm officially low on my 28 needles. That's all I've got. All the rest of them are docked, either on my needle board, I've got 3 of them, or on my organizers. So, I'm juggling a little bit here. So hopefully to free some needles from the needle board. Right here on my right here is a DMC version. And today, of course, I've got my little fox to keep me company. And let's go, okay? So I'm going to start from this area right there and start to complete the remaining area of this little petal here. One petal at a time. Yes, that's what stitching is about. So I'm going to plan and see where I should take my stitches today. I might start from the bottom here, actually. You need to have a plan. It's like traveling plan. When you look at the distribution of the stitches, you have a mental plan on where you're going to start and where you're going to end. And it's fun. So I am going to start here. So, oh, and by the way, this is 28 count, okay? 28 count, 1/1 with DMC, full cross. My favorite spec at this point. Nice and easy there. I'm just warming up these little hands. All right, need a little bit of concentration here. And at least I know I'm not going to stitch in the wrong spot because these are the remaining spots. So this piece, Traveling Library, has got 2 companion pieces. And we kind of heard about it for a little while. But of course, we didn't know what they look like because they weren't revealed. According to the lady, Aimee Stewart's, her own social media post, one of them, at least that was my impression, one of them was going to come somewhere end of the year, around fall or something like that, autumn. And then the other one might drop somewhere maybe early next year. So that's kind of what we're thinking. But of course, it's full of surprises. Life is full of surprises. Lo and behold, both of them dropped at the same time at Heaven and Earth just a couple of days ago. It was a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Time flies. Let me just mark these ones. And so now we get to see what both of them look like. So they're sort of related themes. And I'll show them to you in a bit if you haven't seen them. Let me complete these stitches. So, so now we have three pieces relating in the caravan theme together. So the question would be, what do we do from here? And at this point, I have no idea. All I know is I'm going to focus on this piece for now and see what happens. And we were talking about maybe a New Year's start, but then I have another piece I'm looking to start maybe around the New Year time as well. It's from Cero Marchetti, the sleep time piece. So yeah, we need a little bit of a planning session, don't we? So if we want, in my mind would be maybe I don't know, maybe there's no major new start till January, if you can wait for that long. I know you can start at any time, but for those of you who want to start together, to have a major project new start, then January I think is a good time, because now we're moving closer and closer to December. It might be nice to focus on those projects that we have started up to this point, and then go for a new start in January. That's kind of what I have right now in my head, but who knows? It might be, I might change my mind. I have no idea at this point. So I want to hear your views as well. We all like a new start, but at the same time, I want to be able to dedicate meaningful time to each piece, to do them justice, So let me do this one, and I'll show you the other two pieces and have a look at the chat as well. So Yogi's warming up, okay. And it sometimes takes a little bit of time if I'm running around a lot and come to sit down. I just need a few moments to kind of settle down and focus a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Let me just dock my needle here so I know where I'm going to stitch the next one. Oh, already look at that petal. As you fill in the gaps, it looks so pretty. So, if you haven't seen, the two companion pieces, okay. So we're looking at Traveling Library, and there are two more coming up, okay. Let me see where they are. Let me move to Le Macamo. So this is the Traveling Library we're looking at, and we also have, let me have a look. So the first one, let's have, I don't know which one this is. I think this is, oh my goodness, start with the back. So this is one of the two companion pieces that dropped at the same time at Heaven and Earth. So this is the outside view of the surrounding view of the caravan. So the caravan is on the right there. It's glorious, beautiful. And as you can see, there are a lot of books around. So in my mind, I think the caravan just travels somewhere now in this, version is actually near a beautiful castle in the distance there. And maybe a small town, I think. There's a small town nearby. And the caravan just docked there, and semi-permanently, at least for a little while. So it's not a constantly moving situation. And there are books around. So maybe people from the village or the town by the castle can come forward and borrow the books. You know, that's so nice. A traveling library there. And just like they're traveling ice cream vendors on there. We used to see them more often, and maybe around the parks as well. And they just go around and stay in one spot for a while, and you get to buy the ice cream. That's equivalent for me. And if you don't like books, I'm sure you like ice cream. So, and there's a little fox there as well. So the little fox gets to move around. And there's a little stream nearby. You know, there's water as well. So maybe there's some seafood there. No, it's not a sea. Maybe some fish. And there's a picnic spot being set up on the left side of this, you know, really wide horizontal piece, landscape piece. Yeah, so it's epic, absolutely epic, right? And if you can't wait to see the next one, okay, this one is a little bit of a contrast. So this one is also relating to the caravan, and we were discussing, you know, where this view would be. Is it part of the interior of the caravan we just saw with Aimee, you know, traveling library, or maybe it's outside of the caravan? Well, it's the author's vantage point, looking at her journal or his journal. I don't know. I'm picturing this Aimee Stewart's view. As she's planning on this piece, right? And so it's a very, very close up and intimate piece. I mean, you know, if we look at the markup like this, think about it on your fabric. The book, you know, the book portion of this design is huge, and you can read every single letter and sentence of this piece. So it's a very, very close up and intimate, while the other one is a world view of where the caravan is. So there you go. What say you? And what would you do, you know, particularly if you're already working on this piece that we're working on already? And, you know, we need to have a plan. And it doesn't, you know, what the plan is, we won't do it. Whichever way. This is, you know, our journey with this piece and with this caravan, you know, theme. So that's where we are. At this point, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But maybe you do, you know? Oh, Betty says, like 11th? Let's start SAL, a traveler's view already. See, you know, it's going to be a heated debate in the chat for sure. I think everybody is, you know, has a different plan. So let me know what you think. And I think it's good to have some time to digest and think about it, because the last time we looked at the markups there, they have just, you know, freshly came out of the oven, and you know, having a couple of days to think about it. Maybe, you know, you feel differently about them. Either now you know, grew to like it, or maybe the other way around. I don't know. And let me know what you think. And maybe some of you go, well, you know, I'm not into these type of things. I want to stitch seafood. That happens as well. So let me continue on this color here. So pretty. Jackie agrees. Oh, Jackie says April start for the traveler's view. Oh, what about New Year then? What would you start for the New Year? Hi, Laura. Welcome. Callum says the third one looks like the desk in the caravan. We were kind of, debating about that. So let's have a look at the caravan view, right? So I think some suggested it could be the view just by the left side, just next to the bed, the far end there. And that could be the view. It does look a little bit, even though it's not identical, but that could be the space, right? So the 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 writer's view, it could be someone that's traveling actually in the caravan world, and she's journaling or he's journaling. I'm imagining it's a she. Okay, let's stick with she. She's journaling her traveling and writing stories as she goes, or maybe she's outside of the caravan world and she's creating this fantasy world. Either could be true. Either could be true. And of course, as a stitcher, you can, create your own version. Maybe there are other versions in your head as you see those pieces. Suvi says, I love the little raccoon peeking from the tree. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Are you talking about maybe the landscape piece? Let me have a look. There's so much details, isn't it? So I don't know. Raccoon? There are quite a lot of animals. Oh yeah, that's true. Is that a raccoon on the tree? Oh, there's some different creatures around the area. There's a horse for sure. There's a fox, and there's something else on the tree on the left there. Raccoon? I don't know where it is. So yes. So this is kind of a enlarged version of the very small mock-up, Heaven and Earth, on the Heaven and Earth website. So we don't have the actual mock-up here that we can zoom way in to find out what they are. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit, of surprises everywhere once we get a pattern. Is that what I'm saying? One down here. And Carla says, I'm into maybe my birthday on April 29th. Huh. Birthday start. Sarah says, I'm not planning to get either of the companion pieces. The library is my favorite one. That's fair enough. It'll keep you busy, very busy for a little while. Jackie says, I think I'm starting writer's desk right away. Oh, I look at that piece and my heart starts beating fast. I know. That's the sign. Yes. If your heart is guiding you to start right away, then go for it. And then you can tell us all about it. I know that butterfly feeling when you see something that you love so much. Okay, I'm gonna end this orange color here. And I'm thinking, yes, I'm gonna sometimes, you know, if the remaining piece is quite short, I kind of let it go, but I like to keep as much sort of leftover pieces as possible. I don't like to waste them. I think, you know, it's not just about being frugal. It's about, you know, these threads are here to be stitched. I don't want to waste it unless I have no choice. And 606, 606, and let me take a sip of my coffee here. Hello, Brittany. Good to see you. And Jules, Jules and QN as well. How wonderful to have you. And if I haven't said hello to you, anyone, just come and wave at me, okay? So sometimes I do miss out on people joining us. I want to say hello to all of you. Selen says, I won't stitch the other two. If they do quick stitch version of the picnic area, I may think of it. I think that's what you're saying. Yes, the last time we discussed about that, particularly with the landscape view, the large one, some suggested that maybe they'll wait for some sort of quick stitch version of the caravan portion of that piece, or something like that. Or maybe they're going to maybe crop it themselves. So there are different, you know, different strategies. Let me have a look at this color here. That might be my next choice. It's quite dark. It's almost 310, but not 310. So this one is 3371. 3371. 3371. I need a new strand. Yes, it's dark brown here. And Nati says, I want to start a massive pattern for the new year. So it's either Traveler's View or dragons fly into the sky. Oh, sounds like a fantasy piece. I'm going to start here. Just move forward here. Kimberly says, I think for a while I'll need a backdoor key. I'm doing long dog sampler till the end of the year. I think I can get one done. Been working on it for a while. I think Kimberly, the long dog samplers, I'm not that familiar with it. All I've seen are the pieces you guys are working on. It looks like it's just one single color per piece. Majority of them I've seen. And I'm not sure if I'm able to work on anything like that. I'll probably just get really bored. Just give me some different color. One, two. It's so pretty. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 1, 2. Callum says raccoon is in the tree by the caravan. Okay, it's a little bit blurry because it's kind of enlarged. I think it will be a lot clearer once, if you do get the pattern and zoom in like that. No, so, some of us might want to wait for the max colors version as well. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes, Betty Lou Taylor has requested the max colors for both versions for us. So it could, it could happen in about 3 weeks. Who knows? One, two, and then 3. It's always a relief when everything matches up. I'm always slightly nervous. Betty says, don't forget that Aimee created these 3 in memory of Michelle's daughter, Harmony. Really? So is that, I was under the impression that she sort of, dedicate one of the books with Harmony's name on it. But I wasn't aware it was created for her. I thought maybe just the timing of the creations that she incorporated her name. So I don't know. And Lizzie says, Yogi, I like the idea that it's a magic caravan and pops up in places where imagination needs to strive to make townsfolk happy. Yeah, I like the idea. I'm not quite thinking along the line of just magically appear. I do think that they actually travel around this fantasy world, obviously, and with castles and everything. And then just, stay wherever they want for a little while. And, provide books for the people in the village or in the town. But you can make it, however you want it. Stitching it's about entering that world, isn't it? Whatever you're stitching in. And at the moment, I'm in this caravan. And Jackie's going to get both of them. Oh, Jackie, you're going for the Max Colors version. Very nice. Jackie's going to be very busy, yes. And that's not even, incorporating whatever other new pieces, new patterns that are going to surprise us in the coming year. Oh, Brittany says, Yogi, I'm super proud of you for trying 32 counts for your Christmas house. Thank you, Brittany. That's so nice. Yes, this is what I need to hear. Rather than, hey, Yogi, when are you throwing your peas in your fireplace? I love the fact that I think was it Jackie? Actually double checking, see if I have a fireplace. Go. Maybe. Maybe that's where your 32 count project should end up in. Thank you, Brittany. Yes, you know, coming Wednesday for the Christmas stitching, you might be a little bit surprised on my progress. Once again, Yogi overselling an idea. And then you're gonna have a look and go, oh, is that it? But I'm just very proud of my progress on that piece. Yes, it took a little bit of a twist and turns to settle on the right way of stitching. But I think it's going well. Jackie says an ironic thing is my husband owns a fireplace company. Are you kidding, Jackie? Is that true? My goodness, fireplace company. Yes, so you know, a lot of fireplaces around where Jackie is. Dear, oh dear. Wow, I didn't know. I didn't know there's such a thing as a fireplace company. But of course, you know, if you want a fireplace, you have to go for a company that do them. It's a fireplace company. Okay, let me move down then. I'm thinking about where to take these stitches. So, and that's why Jackie's got fireplaces in my. Oh, Kelly. Kelly says spooky bingo 3371. So we only got it now. So the first spooky bingo goes to Kelly. Kelly. So everybody, members, send some spooky bingo emoji to celebrate Kelly's spooky bingo 3371. Congratulations. It's the first one today. And that goes to Kelly. And Kimberly says probably regarding the sampler. My brain is fried. The long dog sampler. She says, oh, so there are multicolor ones. Quads, which is multicolor, but I have 2 monochrome pieces, great for when we travel. That's true, because you only need to bring 1 color. That's very true. Yeah, I can see that happening. Traveling, stitching just with 310 or something. I think if I do traveling stitching, which I haven't really done it, it's a great idea, and particularly flies. When you know, if you fly, then it's a great way to, at least for me, to stay calm because I don't like flying. I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can. And stitching might be nice, but I'm kind of thinking maybe some chunky 14 count, action there might be nice. Just keep me distracted. But not too simple, because if it's too simple to do, as in block stitching or anything like that, my mind starts to wander. So the whole point of stitching on an airplane for me would be try to distract me from the thought of crashing. That's it. So I need to keep my mind slightly busier. So maybe not super simple, something that is going to challenge my mind a little bit. Suzanne says, she's the best BLT. Exactly. And delicious as well. That's a Betty Lou Taylor. Yes. She was the one that got the Max colors, the version I'm stitching. She was the one that requested it as well. So thanks to Betty. And now we have 2 other ones coming our way. Whoops. Wrong spot. Okay, look away, guys. Look away. Nothing to see here. Okay. And if you see Yogi reverse stitching, it's an illusion. It's a fantasy world in a caravan world that happens. You might see things kind of going backwards. Oh, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? But it happens from time to time. It's like a dream. It's just a little, oh, now it's back to normal. There you go. Oh, Suvi's having a hard time with Paradise. I'm thinking Paradise, the app. Maybe someone can help. I don't know. Sometimes the chat just turns into technical support for Saga and Paradise. But don't fret, Suvi. I'm sure someone can help you out. Hello, Mirring. Mirring says, from what Aimee said about the 3 pieces, I was under the impression the 3 pieces have been done some time ago and only now been charted. Yes, that was my impression as well. Well, I actually don't know. But I was, when she was talking about it on the her social media, I think she worded somewhere along the lines of, I don't know when they're going to be charted. So yes, I think at that point the work has been done. They're just waiting to be charted. So I don't know when she actually created this piece, or these 3 rather. Let me see where to go from here with these stitches. I still have some leftover piece here. I could go up, just keep going up, following this block here. So I need a little bit of structure if I'm going slightly different direction. Otherwise I just end up somewhere that I don't want to be. 3 from the bottom. I am going to just follow. Oh, never mind. Let me just do this. Be brave, Yogi. It's okay. Two from the bottom. A lot of spooky emoji, so I only call that now. Yes, from everyone here. So that's dedicated to our first spooky bingo. There you go. From everybody. Thank you. Yes, Kelly. That's all for you. And Carla Hill says, I knit and crochet while traveling as I can't do it without looking, and it calms me. Yes, you need to do something that that kind of occupies your mind. I think for me, that's what I need. So I don't have to keep thinking about, oh, is it going to crash? Are we going to crash? I know, I know. And particularly taking off and landing. I mean, you know, you should look at my face. Seriously. I look like I'm about to have a stroke. It's terrible. And Ring has joined us as well. Ring Akio says hello from the truck on my way home from work. Yes, safe driving. And join us. Report to the chat once you're home so we know you arrived safely. And then join us. And Suzanne says, Yogi, I replaced my wooden hoop with a little larger one. And I love it. Oh, how large is large for you then? The one I'm using right now is quite big actually, because I want to be able to kind of wander around. So this one is about maybe 12 inches, which is the largest they do. And this is one of the Nudge hoops. So the side is quite deep, like double the depth. It's my favorite actually. But sometimes it's nice to work on smaller ones. It really depending on how far I'm kind of planning to move around. If I'm doing parking, for instance, I don't want the hoop to be too large, because most of the time you're probably focusing on a kind of smaller area. So I use slightly smaller ones, maybe 8 inches or 10 inches, depends. And also sometimes, oh yes, sometimes I do consciously choose smaller frames to crop out the kind of stitched area, so I don't get visually fatigued. So imagine this. I've got so this one, for instance, I'm kind of stitching, not following in particular order. I just go where I go. So it's a little bit more freeing. So the pattern is kind of changing all the time, right? But if I stitch in order, let's say if I do Gemma's method, or if I do block by block parking, essentially I'm building the full picture as I move forward, whichever direction you're going. So what I find is, and I learned that through my Gecko Rouge project, the first one, not the current one. I've got a new start with that project. But the last one, I was working really concentrated for about 6 months working on that project, and the method I used was mostly either parking or small mini cross country, but I complete the area as I go. So what happened to me was I got visually really fatigued just looking at the same area, the same pattern, even though I'm moving forward, But because such a slow speed, essentially every single day I was looking at the same picture constantly. So I find that can be a problem for me. So sometimes I consciously decide use smaller hoops to crop out the completed area and just look at sort of blank area and the little bit I'm stitching on to kind of, ease that fatigue a little bit. And it works. So you're looking at different things, even though it's the same area. 1, 2. And, it might be different based on with different stitches, because I noticed some of you can stitch an entire piece that it's got very similar color scheme and shapes, and you're okay with it. Whereas with me, I just get very, very fatigued visually. So some of you might have higher tolerance of that, but I don't. Miriam says, hello, Yogi. Is it possible the traveling library was the last of the 3 pieces and Aimee Stewart was working on it when Harmony died at that beginning of the year? That was kind of my impression without even thinking about the other 2 pieces. My impression was maybe it kind of happened at some point when she was working on this version, traveling library, and she incorporated the name to it. I wasn't getting the impression that she created these pieces for her, because why caravan, right? So I don't know. Whichever way, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that she did. And that's the power of an artist, isn't it? You can embed things in your artwork and it's there forever. It's a beautiful story. So I'm kind of just wandering freely, flowing my stitches to wherever I want, and as long as I have the threads to do it. And I like to use it up as well, and also it also frees up my needles. I need some free needles. I start to panic when I'm running short. Suzanne says, I haven't flown since 2006. It was such a long flight. I just haven't had the thought of flying again. 2006, that's 20 years ago. And so you chose not to fly, I suppose, depending on where you go, because you're in Europe. So in a lot of time, most cases, you can just drive or take trains. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of flying at all. Because there are 2 elements of it. So I'm claustrophobic. So there's, not too bad with planes, but essentially it's a confined space, isn't it? You can't escape. I can't just open the door and walk out and go somewhere else. So I'm confined there. Even space-wise, it's not so small that I start to panic. But there's an added element of it may crash. Sorry if you're about to fly tomorrow. But for most people, they're very relaxed. when they fly. They do it a lot, like flight attendants. I don't know why you would choose to do such thing, such profession. I do not understand, but who's frogging? Clara. Trying to scare Yogi. Here we go. I might be able to do a few more stitches with these ones, but I just feel like I'm probably wandering a little bit too far for my comfort. So I am going to end it, even though I've got a little bit left. But if I don't feel comfortable going further, then I'll end it. Not too bad, just a tiny piece. I'm not wasting that much. Chelsea, hello. Says, hi everyone, how did the Gemma's method demo go? 2 weeks in a row. It has not happened yet. So today I had to cover for my fellow teacher there in the afternoon. So I ran out of time. And I barely made it back for this stream. So next week, third time lucky. And we will have our double stream session next Saturday. Take a sip of my coffee there. Oh, so delicious. Betty says, my stitches fam, I'm so grateful for all of you. The community enriches me, enriches my life more than words can express. Thank you for joining my love of Max Colors. I know, I'm a fan. I didn't know I was a fan of Max Colors until I look at my own choices and turned out that I seem to go for Max Colors whenever I can. So some pieces I have regular colors, but not really by choice. Most of the times is just, no Mac MC version available, then I choose the regular ones. But whenever there's a choice, I tend to go for Max Colors. I just love the idea of it. So you have me in your club there, the MC club. So thank you, Betty. Yes, Susan, thank you so much. Yes, Susan, my little assistant there. I can always count on Susan. Yogi has to cancel because she was covering another teacher. Yes. That's what happens. It happens from time to time. So when someone is down for whatever cold or emergencies, fellow teachers come and help, other teachers, and I get help from others as well. And it's important because for yoga teachers to not, be able to turn up, it's not really like if you, have to take a sick day from work. Majority of the times, if you work in the office, you can't make it in for a day. Things get delayed a little bit, or maybe someone else can step in and do the work. But with yoga teacher, if you don't turn up, literally, the entire room of people, 20, 30 people, come into the studio for nothing. And it's a big deal. And also, when it comes to yoga, I don't know whether any of you practice yoga. Some days your body is craving for it. You need it. It's like oxygen. You need it. So, we wouldn't want to deprive anybody from, their practice. So whenever we can, within reason, we step in and help. We take it very, very seriously. So there are a few occasions I have to, step in for other teachers, even traveling, quite far to help them. So, and sometimes I, miss out on the streams. It happens. But it's sacred. It's sacred. Here we go. Let me pick the next color. Let me flip it over. I'm kind of in the mood to just fill in this flower a little bit more and make it more complete. So maybe I can start to move toward the surrounding area. So strategy for today is slightly different. Slightly different. Oh, Natty has mentioned the M word. Okay, guys, the M word has entered the chat. Natty says, Yogi, when is your next marathon stitch? Oh, well, your guess is just as good as mine. When shall it be? When shall it be, guys? Goita? Is it Goita? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, hello. And Carla as well. Oh, Carla, it's been a little while. Carla Rebello, I don't know whether you've been lurking or just come back after a long time. So good to see you. I hope you're well. Clara. Do you have to spell it out, Clara? You don't have to. We're among friends here, okay? No, it was a very short episode of dreaming reverse stitching in a dream world, in a Aimee Stewart fantasy world. Okay, let's have a look. This one, 946. The next one, 946. 946. I need a new strap. 946. It's an orange. Different shades of this beautiful orange colors. And the little fox is orange as well. Definitely. Matching color. And Janine has joined us as well. Welcome. And Steph as well. And Amira. Hello, hello. And Mirring, Mirring's a rare breed. Mirring says, I love to fly, but only the big planes. I'm afraid of height and can't fly in small planes or helicopters. I've never been in helicopter, Mirring, but I have been in very small planes, not through choice. I remember flying with, was it the Dutch airline? What's the company called? It's been so long. There's a Dutch plane company, and I remember maybe I flew to Germany. I can't remember. Was it Germany or Switzerland? But on the way there, it was normal plane, normal size, not massive because it's short distance, and I flew there, not too bad. But flying back for some reason, maybe it was the airport of my choice rather than Heathrow, which is a largest airport here in London. No, maybe, yes, it was Heathrow. But flying back, for convenience, I chose a nearby, a smaller airport. So on the way back, we flew on the tiny plane. I still get cold sweat when I think about it. It was so tiny. The sea was so jammed together. They're 4 in a row as well. Literally, the seat width was literally almost 2/3 of the regular seat. And I was panicking. But I had no choice. I had to fly back. And it was tiny, tiny plane. Thank God. It was only like maybe 2.5 hours. Oh my God, I was sweating buckets. It was such a small plane. And with small planes, you can feel wobbling a little bit more. And if there's, situations, yeah, everything would just magnify it. Oh dear. Didn't enjoy that at all. Hey Joyce. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And Carla Hill says, I've been stitching a fair bit today, reaching what? Carla, Sarah, I'm going to raise alarm. Emergency. We have a new joiner for your club. Carla says, well, but Carla made a point of saying, I've been stitching a fair bit today, like 3 hours, Carla, and reached 1,768 stitches. And I'm going to quit now. Squid now. Not quit. She's not quitting yet. She's still going, but she'll have to squid. Oh dear, Sarah, the club is going to be very busy. We might need to think about expansion plans, okay? Because we're invaded. We're invaded by stitchers like Sarah, and all sort of, reckless behavior that they're doing there. Oh dear, poor Sarah is going to be very busy. Sarah being a captain, alien captain. Yes, Sarah's doing a 48-hour in 6 days marathon. Okay, the M word. Okay. And Natty says, I have done a 24-hour stream on my channel. Diamond painting. What? 24 hours? Were you awake for like 24 hours? Oh dear almighty. Extreme sport. KOM, that's it. Joyce would know. Yes, on the flight, on a way to, I can't remember where I was flying to, maybe Germany. It was kind of smaller side plane. It wasn't too bad, but flying back, because I chose the London City Airport, I thought it was, really naive, thinking it's closer to central London. And lo and behold, it's in a tiny plane. Oh my God, never again. I rather traveling to Heathrow, because with Heathrow, they tend to fly slightly larger planes. Oh, that was scary. When I saw the plane, I couldn't believe it. I actually made a point of taking a photo and send it to a friend and go, have you seen aeroplanes of this size? That's not a good sign. And, secretly saying goodbye to my friend, because I thought I would not survive the journey. Yes, KRM. Sarah is ready with the biscuits, cookies, and a glass of milk, for our newcomers joining Alien Club. Nanu. What's Sarah? Yeah, she's way in. She's ready. Very nice. Um, Chelsea says New Year's Eve will be fine for a marathon. Oh, Chelsea's coming up with actually very good idea. Because I was thinking, what to do, with New Year's and Christmas Day. So Christmas Day, my plan is to go to my partner's, and we're gonna have Christmas lunch together. But I don't know. We may stay over, but if we didn't, technically I'll be back here, and technically, I keep saying technically, I could do a stream with you if you want to join me on Christmas Day, because, well, depends on where you are. It might not be Christmas Day, or it could be the next day, whichever. But sort of Christmas evening, on the 25th, we could technically come online and do a spot of stitching if you guys, anybody's gamed. I can technically do that. And also New Year's Eve, yeah, could be done. Could be done. Let me know if you fancy the idea. Joy says, I'm stitching on Farewell to Anger. My drinks tonight are caramel and ginger red bush tea and bitter lemon. Oh, that's a lot going on there. Yes, today I've got my peppermint tea as well. Because for a while I was doing the hot chocolate thing and a little more coffee and stuff. But today, back to my peppermint tea. And Janine says, I would love to spend a bit of time with you all on Christmas Day. Wouldn't that be special, right? I was thinking that as well. I quite fancy the idea. And Carla says he's gonna have those special eye implants. Yes, the SpaceX, what is it called? Neuralink eye implant. I think, Carla, you probably already have it. You just don't know. Aliens don't know they're aliens. They're in denial. They're in denial. And Suzanne says, I'm always home, so I'll be there. Okay, sounds good. And Janine says, yes, New Year with new start. So Janine is thinking about marathon, not only marathon, but with a new start. Oh, yeah. sounds like sounds like a, interesting idea. Yeah, a spot of Christmas Day stitching sounds very nice, actually. So I've got this one here. Susan says, definitely would be game. I live on my own, so the company will be much appreciated. Oh, Susan, I'll keep you company, okay? Definitely. Yogi's here. And we can have a little bit some mince pie as well. I'm not going to start the mince pie discussion again. But yeah, we're going to have a spot of mince pie action. A nice cup of hot chocolate. How's that? That sounds perfect. Three, okay, here. And two over here. Laura's in too, yay! Oh, Miriam's in as well, amazing. And Carla says, I've tried peppermint tea thanks to you, Yogi, and have found it so calming. Isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, I love it. It's very calming. And Clara is in as well. She says, I'm in for a night of stitching with all of you. Oh, how it's going to be so cozy. So lovely. Oh yeah, by then everybody, those have joined the SAL as well. You'll be starting then. Is it from the first day of the year? Literally. Janine says, okay, what's trifle pudding? We're starting that discussion. Yes, a lot of things I kind of took for granted. I just thought everybody's got it. Yes, Janine said, what is trifle pudding? It's delicious, okay? I'm quite surprised it's you haven't got it like outside the UK. I thought that was quite a popular thing. I think everybody will love it. Trifle pudding. It's got like a cake bits and a jelly bits and custard all together. Some fruits, berries mostly, and you can put other things as well. I've seen peach ones with peaches and strawberries, mostly berries, I think. Yes, Carla says we normally Lego with the family Christmas Day or play Risk, but stitching while eating mince pie and custard or trifle pudding sounds lovely, isn't it? Isn't it so lovely? And you, Carla, you can do them all. You can spend the time with the family and then come and join us, right? You can do them all. You can do your Lego. Oh yes, the spot of Lego on Christmas Day is quite nice. I might have a Lego session with my partner. It's not innuendo, okay? Actual Lego. Like family show, family show. No, we play Lego together, literally. We're two big kids. We're children. Seriously. I love Lego. Yeah, so get your mince pie ready, okay? If you haven't got it, if you don't have mince pie where you are, make them. There are recipes online. Make them. You can probably get ready-made pastry, frozen pastry or something, and then make your mince meat. It's just dry fruit. Oh, Susan is being very forgiving. She says the rest could bring the pie of your choice if you don't have mince pie. But mince pie is special, it's Christmassy, and it's delicious. The good ones. Some of them, the crust is very dense and too sweet. Some they go quite heavy with the sugar coating. I like the ones with very light sugar coating, and not too sweet in general. All right, so this one. So that's the plan, okay? At least for Christmas. And we'll think about the New Year as well. Because New Year, if we're doing like a long, marathon or whatever, the M word has been mentioned, and a new start, we need to know what that new start is, right? So, I think gradually it will kind of find its way with the plan, because maybe at some point by December we will know what we want to work on as a new start for New Year. 946. Let's have a look. Betty says New Year's Eve marathon. I'll be starting the writer's desk. Can you wait for that long? if they drop the max color in 3 weeks, it will be a test of your willpower. But we have this one, to get busy, with. So a bit of a distraction. And Miriam says, talking of Christmas reminds me, I found a Christmas house on RTC that's part of the season series. It's actually called Winter House, and they have a summer, spring, autumn. I have seen those. Maybe it was Marsha or someone posted them. Yes. I didn't realize that there were other sort of, very similar pieces as well based on seasons. So it looks like, is this Steve Crisp? It's big on this house, artwork. It's really interesting, isn't it? It's like storytelling based on seasons or festive events. I don't know if there's a Halloween one as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Rachel Morton says, I'm in for Christmas stitching. Well, that's a deal then. Mince pie or whatever pie, bring your own pie. Make your own mince pie, okay? You have time to practice till Christmas. Amira says, by which time zone will they even start the Hey SAL? It probably doesn't matter, right? It's all within 24 hours. So just start on that day. So go. Right, next color. So now we have a plan for Christmas. Let me flip over, maybe pick something nice and strong here. So start to define the shape of the flower. In fact, let me come back here. This is not a good one. Let me start to fill in these little holes, because they start to bother me. They start to look like, these little ninja stitches are the ones that make the flower look less complete. So I want to do something about that. So there are only 2 stitches in the center. 721. 721. Jersey girl, welcome. Says, good evening, everyone. Listening while cooking dinner and drinking a margarita. Oh, how nice. Did you make the margarita yourself? I presume. Can't remember the last time I had margarita. It's so easy to drink, so it's very quite dangerous. It's quite strong, but it tastes like, you know, slightly alcoholic juice. Very dangerous. It's like cocktails are quite dangerous because you just drink it like juice, and before you know it, hello. Here you go. There's one more stitch over here. And a few more stitches in the surrounding area, so I'm going to do them as well. 1, 2. Ebony, hello, hello. Oh, Ebony says, hey everyone, finally finished work. Oh, it's Saturday. Yes, because Ebony is working at a casino. There's probably no weekend is probably more even busier, right? And she says, happy to be here with you guys. Yes, Ebony, we're talking about Christmas plans and New Year plans. Carla says, we must all have trifle while we stitch. Yes. Yes. Mince pie on one hand and trifle, you know, with a spoon on the other one. And we have to eat them at the same time. That's mandatory. Yes, it's going to be a group policy. We need to post photos as a proof for entry. Mince pie and trifle. Janine says, send me a recipe. I'll try to make it. There are tons of them online. Just look up mince pie, Christmas mince pie. If you just type in mince pie, you probably get mince meat pie. I'm sure they're around as well. Just say Christmas mince pie. And also, you know, you can just buy ready-made pastry as well. That makes things easier, isn't it? And it's delicious when it's well made. But of course, I will cheat and just buy ready-made ones. We'll probably just steal some of them from my partner's family. Right, I'm going to pop this one back, 721. Siobhan says, it sounds like fruit cake. Trifle, it's not really a cake. It's more like a dessert, like a pudding. So it kind of involves some cake. There's some cake action in there, but it's kind of just like really nice, messy kind of pudding. It's delicious. Yes, Heather says it's similar to Parfait, but also soak the cakes in liqueur for trifle. Yes, you could add, I think it's brandy type of thing. Yes, it doesn't have to be alcoholic, but it can be, yes, if you like a grown-up version. It's quite nice actually. 301, 301, 301's a brown. It's really keen to fill out all the loose stitches in the middle. So sometimes I'm not in the mood of doing that at all. Sometimes I just want to wander. But today I'm kind of just, want to make the flower look a little bit more complete. Just in that kind of mood. Completion mood. Mara Miller. Oh, let's have a look. We've got a new joiner here as well. Let me find. We welcome them with a little highlight. Okay, Mira, the spotlight is on you. Says, I'm new and a super lurker. Super lurker. Are they different ranking? Do we have ranking for lurkers now? And but thought I'd say hello. I'm up for the holiday stitching. Yeah, Mara is joining us. So there is Christmas stitching, of course, we're going to be doing together. But that's the weekly. Every Wednesday we get together and stitching a Christmas piece as well. So we started last Wednesday, and you're welcome to join us this coming Wednesday. And you can stitch any Christmas piece you want, or you can stitch the Christmas houses. There's 3 you can choose from. Okay, welcome, Mara. And thank you for unlurking. I love it. So lurkers, watch and learn from Mara. Come forward and say hello to Yogi. Miriam says, and the Halloween house. Oh, so he does have one. I'm not surprised. It's all the same house, but a bit different seasonal themes and activities going on. But even with the Christmas houses, the 3 of them, I think not only the fact that they have sort of different activities, but I think Christmas house 2, the one I'm stitching, is slightly more modern. Do you not think? It just looks a little bit like more, because Christmas 1 is definitely like, I don't know, I'm just making it up now, like 1920 or something, 1940s. It looks a little bit more frugal or old-fashioned. But Christmas 2, I'm guessing maybe in the 80s. I have no idea. But it looks a little bit more modern. So maybe that's intentional. It's very interesting, isn't it? It just looks so much more complete with these loose stitches filled up. It's magic. Yes. So Heather says trifle is layers of sponge cake. Yes, sponge cake, custard and jam. Yes, jam, but it's not jam. Yes, you can have jam. Some trifle will have almost like jelly, I think it's called Jello in America. Potato. Yes. And yeah, it's not, it's quite easy to make actually. You just have stack them together with some custard and cream as well. Yes. So in order to have some trifle, I mean, need to break my vegan code. No, I think this I can probably put it together without using any dairy. There's vegan custard, and there's whipped cream as well. It doesn't have to be very thick. There you go. That one's filled in as well. Oh, Janine doesn't like whipped cream. And you're probably going to have problems with with trifle. There's or maybe you can just stick with custard if you like custard. Oh, Carla's going to make a video on how to make, is it trifle? Yes, you just need to, because you know you can just buy ready-made cakes and custard and cream, whipped cream. Just put them together and a nice splash of brandy, whatever alcohol of your choice, if you want a grown-up version. Oh, is it sherry then, Lizzie? I don't know. I just know some of them, you know, can be a little bit boozy. It's quite nice. Oh, Ring is home, nice and safe, wonderful. And she says gonna work on Supersize Max Color, Amazing Animal Kingdom by Aimee Stewart. I know that piece. Yes, nothing beats a little bit of a supersize action and max color as well. Lovely jubbly. And Grace Austin says, I most likely won't be able to attend the live on Christmas Day. I'll look for the replay. Yes, we do have replay. And she says, I'll be with my mom on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. She tells, what? 102 years old in June. Amazing. Round of applause for Grace's mom for achievement. Yes. Yes, we have replay, so you're not going to miss anything. It would be nice to have you in the chat, but you know, it's Christmas Day, so. Oh, Carla, when you say flakes, do you mean cornflakes? Oh, I can see that working. Yes, yes. A bit of crunch, a little bit of crunch, or maybe some nuts, chopped nuts. That's quite a nice twist as well. Here you go. And this one over here, and let me end this shred here. Or maybe I can take it over to the left. Oh, I don't know. Can't make up my mind. Let me see. It's not too far away to travel. I'm gonna take it over there. Oh, Susan says, oh, the decadence, the decadence, the decadence of Susan. Time for brownie and hot chocolate. My God, that's like double. Yes, having chocolate and hot chocolate is double chocolate, but I think brownie's even richer, so it's triple chocolate. Brownie counts two. Brownies by itself counts as double chocolate. Very nice. I don't have hot chocolate today, so I'll be watching Susan with envy. But I do have chocolate. Three zero one. 301. Let's sip on my coffee here. Oh, Carla has joined the Yogi Squad. Welcome, Carla. Round of applause for Carla. Welcome. And we also have finding my southern route again. Oh, yes. Welcome. And finding my southern roots again says, I'm gonna call you Finding, okay? Until you tell me your name. I'm in for Christmas. I'll be by myself this year, but I won't be by myself if I'm here with everyone. Exactly. And we're here every day. So there you go. And we're gonna be together on the for Christmas as well. There. And Jennifer, hello. Jennifer's World of Stitches says, hello, everyone. Welcome. Great to see you, Jennifer. I hope you're well. Abney says, what are the Christmas, so it's slightly behind with the chat, so I'm reading stuff that you have maybe typed in like 10 minutes ago. Sorry, guys. Abney's asking about the plan, Christmas plan, so you guys can share. with Ebony. Here we go. Let me pick. Oh, it doesn't lock. I've got such an old iPad. Sometimes you keep tapping the screen. It just doesn't do anything. I just probably need a baseball bat to hit it with it. Here we go. The next one is 920. 920. 920. Oh, Laura is making trifle as well. That's lovely. And it's quite easy to make if you've got the ingredients together. It's more like a put together pudding rather than, making from scratch. Some people might do, but, you don't have to. Angelina. Okay, now I need to remember it. And Angelina, you have to come back frequent enough to remind me because, if you just pop in once a week, I'm gonna forget. But you have to come back to see Yogi frequent enough so I'll remember because I don't remember anything. So I need constant reminder, particularly when it comes to names and numbers. I'm hopeless, okay? You'll soon find out. So welcome, Angelina. Oh, I can just think Angelina Jolene, right? So, yes. So finding my southern roots again is a version of Angelina Jolie. Here we go. So maybe I can remember better. And two more on the left. Two. Joy says, I just looked at the recipe for Death by Chocolate Trifle. A portion of that is a complete Christmas dinner. A portion of Death by Chocolate Trifle. Christmas dinner as well. So Joyce, what's the sort of Christmas thing to eat in Holland? Do you have mince pie? Now I'm thinking no one else has got mince pie. Whereas before I thought everybody was eating mince pie at Christmas. And Carrie, oh, I haven't seen you for a little while. Carrie Van Kessel says, hello, been a while since I managed to catch you live. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Callum says, my grocery store says sells ready-made trifle. Yes, they're ready-made. You can get them in the supermarket as well. And so Callum says, I'm going to just be lazy and buy that instead. Oh, totally. And some of them absolutely delicious. I think if you don't have it, where you are, then it's quite easy to make. It's quite easy to make. But of course, if you have ready-made ones, then go for it. Oops. That slipped. Goss Crafter is here. Hello, hello. And she says, I'm going to have to try making trifle. My family usually has pecan pie for Christmas. Oh, that sounds very American. Is that a Christmas thing though, or do you eat pecan pie regularly? I do like a bit of pecan, and my squirrels as well. They do like, their favorite nuts are almonds and pecans, and macadamia nuts as well. They have fine taste in nuts. It's looking good. Clara says, what about plum pudding? Plum pudding? Is that Christmassy? Yeah, I'm not a big plum person. But I think it's not that far, not that different from berries if you actually cook the plums. I'm not an expert on plum pudding. And Joy says no mince pie, no trifle, and even whipped cream or custard are not common here. Really? No custard? So what would be a sort of Christmas pudding thingy equivalent of that? Joy says gourmet is very popular here for Christmas. What is that then? Just fine food? Oh, Gauze Crafter says pecan pie is popular here in Oklahoma for holidays. Interesting. I don't think plum pudding is the same as Christmas pudding. Christmas pudding is the really dense, really dark. Plum pudding, I don't think I ever had it. Clara Marshall, we have two Clara here, two Claras. Clara Marshall says we have trifle in Australia, but also pavlova at Christmas. Oh, pavlova, that sounds a little bit more exotic. It's like egg white thing, isn't it? Prawns, we talked about yesterday. And prawns and lots of seafood for lunch. And it's usually 40 degrees. Lots of people spend Christmas Day at the beach. Yes, Australia, if you don't know already, the seasons are reversed from majority of us, wherever you are. So for us, it's winter. And Christmas is, white Christmas. In Australia is, I don't know, barbecue Christmas, right? So I can totally see why you want something that's it's kind of seafoody. It's kind of summery, isn't it? Oh, really? So plum pudding is Christmas pudding. I didn't know that. And it doesn't have plums. Oh, I never heard of it being referred as plum pudding. I see. Yes, so raisins and dates and just dry fruits. Um, oh, Joyce, don't do the powder version of custard. It's horrible. It's very starchy and powdery. No. Um, I don't think custard is that easy to make. I think whipped cream, you just whip it. But custard requires heating of, you have to whip. I never tried to make it myself, but I've seen people making it. You have to whip the eggs and flour together. It's not as straightforward, I don't think, to make good custard. Oh, Colleen says my a Greek relative always made paklova. Is it the same as pavlova? Pavlova, I don't know. Yes. Oh, right. I wonder why it's Christmassy. Yes, Carla, I agree. No powder. No, it's horrible. It's like, I've seen people buying a potato mash powder. I just go, no, don't do that. Just cook some potatoes and mash it, please. Don't use the powder. It's just not worth it. It tastes terrible. Jackie Turner says, Clara, lots of people here spend the day at the beach, Christmas Day. Pakalova. I don't know what that is. Ah, Heather says the raisins, the currants are the plums in the plum pudding. How interesting. Fiji pudding. I don't know. Oh, right. So Fiji pudding is plum pudding as well, huh? Bex is in the chat. Welcome. Joyce says gourmet is where everyone has a tiny frying pan to bake pieces of meat, fish, veggies on a dinner table. Oh, so you just fry your own thing on a dinner table. So it's like barbecue on a table. Ah. Wow, all sorts of different puddings are coming out. Let me pick the next color here. Oh, I might have a sip of my peppermint tea. It's been sitting there for a little bit, waiting for me. Yes, Joyce. I think, custard is a little bit fiddly to make. I wouldn't try it myself. I think, it requires a little bit of practice. Just buy the fresh ones, ready-made ones. Janine says, Yogi, you don't eat eggs, right? What can you have for dessert on Christmas? Well, Christmas pudding is vegan. I don't believe. Well, do people put lard in there? Maybe some of them, but a lot of vegan versions. If you go to restaurants or if it's homemade, and also, Christmas pudding is fine. The trifle is a little bit tricky. Technically, I can make a vegan version, but otherwise it's vegetarian instead. So I don't mind have a bite. My partner is vegetarian. He's not full vegan, so occasionally he will have some cream and cheese. I might have a little bite. I don't mind it. But I do like custard, actually. I don't miss dairy custard, but I have had a vegan version. It's slightly more, depends on who makes it. It can be slightly more powdery, but you know, it's still custard. Ah, so Joy says gourmet is like barbecue. Yes, that's how I visualize it. But everything's smaller. So you barbecue your own bits. So that can be quite heartwarming as well because you're doing something that creates really hot food on the table. That's fun. It's a mini barbecue, desktop barbecue or tabletop. Let me have a look. I want to complete this little one, this part. It's not quite completed yet. Let me have a look. So, 970, 970. Susan, what's up? Oh, oh dear. Susan's screaming at Yogi. Dodge. Right? Says Yogi, for goodness sake, do the single stitch in the dark brown. Which one? Which one? Where's the dark brown? Which one are you talking about? Do that single stitch in the dark brown. You mean this one? Susan, has it been bugging you? Is it this one? How about if I leave that stitch till the end, just before completion, and this is going to be my final stitch of the entire piece, Susan, and I'll see you in about 200 years time, right here. I'll do it live for you, Susan. Is it this one you're talking about? Oh, well, think about it. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. You know, Susan, it's like that. And let's see. Oh, Beck says, I moved over to use Saga. It's taking a little to get used to, but I'm loving it so far. Yes, it takes a little bit of time to kind of get your head around, right? But it's worth it. When, you know, because you don't need to know everything about the app. I don't. I just know enough that I can do it. So I can use it for my stitching. Torture, yes. We'll leave it till in 200 years time when I finish it. Just for you, Susan. You asked for it, okay? If you do it, if you stitch it with Gemma's method, you would never have stitches like that. Serena says night night to everyone. Yes, good night, Serena. So good to have you here. Nighty night. And see you tomorrow, yes. Carla says Yogi's new move. Yes. This is my new technique to torture Susan. Susan is bad yogi. Do not blame me if you forget. But now I know your weaknesses, okay? I'm going to just leave like really annoying little stitches everywhere for Susan. For Susan's pleasure. Oh, finally, I found her weakness. Exactly. So with Susan, I can either torture her with a lot of park threads, okay, and now with ninja stitches as well. Oh, I'm feeling powerful. I might start parking in a bit. Oh, Sarah, see you later. Have a lovely time with the husband. Make sure he behaves. Here you go. Susan say, it'll backfire, Yogi. You'll have to go back and fill them in. Well, we'll see. You know, I'll just take my time, you know, and see who suffers more in the process. Yes. I think I'll be fine, you know, Susan, but would you? Will you be fine then? I gotta be careful with these ones. Can very easily stitch in the wrong spot. Gothic says, with great power comes with great responsibility. Oh, yes. You know, Susan's roasting Yogi on a daily basis, and now it's payback time, okay, Susan? Here we go. Oh, that looks so nice. Look at that. It's a lot more completed, isn't it? Susan says, it's not my stitching. Exactly. But you're suffering, aren't you? 970. 970. Lovely. I quite fancy some chocolate, actually. Why not? You know, I've been working hard on this flower. Let me have some chocolate. So, chocolate time, guys. Power snack time. Yay. 99 Landrea. Frogging. Oh my god, Landrea has been frogging, yes. 250 plus stitches. That counts. Guess Landrea's frog stitches. 250. Cheers, everyone. See you later, Carla. Nine to Carla. Susan. Yeah, Susan's, bluffing. She's panicking. She's waiting for this stitch to be done. Oh, but who knows? I might do them. I might not. Hey, Mandy. Welcome. Oh, Suzanne says, I have some chocolate filled with pear yogurt filling. Wow. Pear yogurt. Colleen says, I just had dark chocolate with a scoop of peanut butter. How interesting. So you have them separately. Have chocolate and peanut butter. I know they go together, but I've never seen people having both at the same time, like to create the taste. Interesting, Colleen. It's like having coffee, ground coffee, and water separately. Put them together. Like Mr. Bean's. Mr. Bean has an episode that he's got instant coffee and water separately, and just have them both in the mouth and shake it around, and it's coffee in the mouth. So it's a little bit like that with Colleen. A little bit of peanut butter, a little bit of chocolate to create peanut butter chocolate. I see. Okay. And we have another piece. There you go. Woo. Ah, so a little bit of peanut butter on top of chocolate. That's creative eating for you. There we go. I think anything sort of nut-based work quite well with chocolate. Right, I quite fancy a change of different color palette, so I might do a little bit of the greens. I love this green. 3814, 3814, 3814. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely green. It's got kind of a blue tone to it as well. There you go. Clara says, doesn't dark chocolate have a bitter taste, Yogi? Yes, I love it. Because chocolate, a lot of chocolate, if you don't have enough chocolate in your chocolate, so this one is 74%. So it's in the dark chocolate territory. Yes, it's got slight bitterness to it. But that's what the chocolate is supposed to taste like. It's not supposed to be just sweet. Yes, you should try it. You should try it. I wouldn't eat any chocolate that's under 70%. It just doesn't taste like chocolate. Brittany says, as I'm working on my traveling library, I'm finding that I'm not loving this fabric. I'm using 32 counts natural oatmeal. I think I'll scrape this and go back to my 32 counts. Oh, so you're working on 36. Can you notice the difference though? Or is it a color you don't like? Because Brittany is working on tiny, tiny stitches. You know, I finally moved into 32 territory. Brittany has been working on 36. But I just saw a whip on our Facebook group. Someone, apologies if I can't remember the name, someone is working on the 25 count fabric, 2/1. And she seems to be enjoying it. And I find it fascinating because I'm working on 2/1 Grand Choose CXC floss, but on 22 counts, I find it quite challenging to stitch. But I think the lady is very happily stitching 2/1, 25 counts. I want to know the secret. Oh, Beck says, my favorite is old gold dark chocolate with cherries and coconut. Oh, because I quite like the Black Forest one as well. It's cherry, but with coconut as well. That sounds very nice. Ah, so it's a fabric. So, oh right, so it's not just the color. It's not just the color, but the texture. Oh, that's not good then. That's not good. Have you tried, have you used that fabric before? Is a sort of a new adventure. Yeah, if you don't love it, maybe you can keep the fabric for something else and then, restart. I don't know how far you are with this project, but if you're not loving it, yeah, I would say, restart. Laura says, I'm doing so many ninja stitches to get another page finished. Anyone recommend which way to go next? As in, which page? So Laura is working on, if I recall correctly, 3 strands, right? 3-strand tent from upper left. Ah. And Laura's has already finished 3 top upper left pages and 1 under. Oh. And Brittany says, I'm currently under 2K, so that's not too bad. I mean, surely, 2K is a lot of stitches, but it's still early days. I'm trying to see, I'm not going to check my number of stitches. I don't want to peek, but I'm probably slightly over that number. Grace Houston asks, the Saga app show page areas. It does not recognize pages from pattern, but you can define your own. You can define whatever area they want it to be as a page. One, two. Callan's asking, if you were to work on a A20 by 525 stitches, what fabric would you use? What do you think, guys? I don't know if I would determine what fabric count or what fabric based on stitch numbers. It's more like, what kind of finish would you like to have? So Callan, I presume you're talking about fabric count or the type of fabric? Suzanne says, if I want to see pages, I put it in a pattern keeper and look there. But also pages are arbitrary, isn't it? Based on the chart creators, every company probably have their own definition of what a page is. So I don't know if it's that meaningful. You can just create the kind of size, the kind of area that you feel comfortable working in and call that a page. Oh, so it's Kelly M. Okay. So the example I was talking about was from Kelly M. She says, I'm working on Aimee Stewart's Secret Garden, 2/1, 25 count. The trick is to have a few ninja stitches possible, plus the sharp needle and tweezers ready if the needles get stuck. Yes, I think that's what I'm trying to do with the 2/1, 22 counts though, so it's a bit more forgiving. The quoting room, I try to, not quite Gemma's method, but I try to kind of ease away from the edges and no ninja stitches like this. I would not cross country with that. So otherwise it's very easy, very hard to stitch closed up boxed in stitches like that. Or something like this one, okay, Susan? And yes, so it does make the process a little bit slower, but it's worth it, right? And sharp needle is interesting. So does that mean you don't use the round tip ones, the cross needle ones? Do you use the embroidery sort of pointy needles as well? That's interesting. That probably helps, right? Yes, Suzanne says I don't worry about pages. Me either. Or you can just define, whatever height and width that you're happy with. Let's have a look. 2. 2. Oops. Janine says, I think pages were just those working with paper charts. Yes, I think that's where those pages come from, because the chart creators have to work out the area that can be printed on the A4 sheet. So it's kind of a legacy definition of a chart. Let me see. Okay, look away, look away. Nothing to see here. 1, 2. There's 2 more here. Laura says, I use Pattern Keeper, so the pages are just a place where I can cross-country throughout. Yes, it's just a kind of arbitrary area that's defined by chart creators that fits on top of A4 sheets. And I know a lot of stitchers like to use that as a kind of area that you can do certain way of stitching. So for instance, Lara says you can cross country, maybe do color completion, that kind of stuff. But ultimately, it doesn't really have any profound meaning. So if you switch to Saga, which they pretty much ignore pages, then you can just define your own. You can do the same thing. Another one here. And oh dear, hang on. One more stitch. There. 3814. 3814. Clara says I won't say anything this time, Yogi, because I had to frog 8 stitches earlier. Mum's the word. You know, Clara, if it's just 8 stitches and, you know, someone came up with a definition, if your thread, your working thread is still attached to the stitches where you have to, you know, use the F word, pink or green, technically you're reverse stitching because you were still attached to that thread. It's only become the F word officially if you have already switched colors and you notice there's something that's maybe not correct. Okay, so I like that definition. I just want to flip over to have a look. Oh, okay. Whoops. Earthquake. Oh, Janine's got those, have you got those metal frames, right? Janine says, I rotate between 3 projects because I have 3 frames. I don't like to switch frames out all the time. Maybe I have to get another frame. Well, that's the problem with those frames. Well, not problems if you only have a few webs. But if you kind of rotate around the number of whips I have, which is about 20, I'm going to need 20 frames. That's my problem. Because it's probably not that easy to switch, right? So that's my concern about those type of frames. You have to dedicate a single frame to a project. All right. Let me go for the next one. Hey, Lean Burgess is here in the chat. Says hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm late for the party. I have to catch up later. It happens, but we have replay. That's why we have replays. Let me see. Let me grab something. Clara says, great definition. Yes, I think it makes sense, right? Yes. And most of the times I'm doing reverse stitching, okay, guys? Just to clarify. Not frogging, not frogging. Now let me have a sip of my tea. Janine says, I have one metal frame and 2 Q-snaps. I have to save my money for another metal frame. They really aren't hard to switch. The metal frame, really? I've seen floss tubers demonstrating how to put the fabric on. It's a bit of a hassle, really. It's not a Q-snap. It's, well, way easier, but also, you know, and also with those frames, you literally have to get frames that around the same width as your piece. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't work that well. The tension is not going to be perfect. So, and that's the problem. All my projects are big. So, hello, Simone. Great to see you. Lizzie says, I like your fox needle minder. Yes, it's very cute. And very appropriate for this piece. I might do a little bit of different colors. I could do a little bit more green around here, so just make it a little bit more complete. I like the idea. Okay, 3799. It's very dark. 3799. Three, 7, 9, 9. Oh, 6. I know the answer to that. I think many in the chat probably knows as well. 6 asks, does anyone know someone doing enhanced stitching with sewing method and doing 10 stitch? No flipping over the fabric or going under the fabric with your hands. Would like to see it. Oh, Kimberly says 3799 spooky bingo. Amazing. Everybody send Kimberly some spooky bingo emojis. Yes, very nice. Very nice. But 6, there's a channel called Stitching Mummy that you can look up. She does hand sewing, stitching method, but she does flip over. I don't think you have to. It's quite easy to not flip, but she does flip as well, as far as I can see. I don't know how she does it now. I haven't checked. Thank you, Laura. So that's for you, Kimberly, to celebrate your spooky bingo 3799. There you go. Let's do it together, Kimberly. Yes, because I remember at least the last video I saw from Stitching Mummy, she does flip over and just thread through. But you can just quickly do a tuck in or something like that. You can thread through from the top, so you don't have to flip. So that can be easily done. Yes, celebration for Kimberly. Spooky emoji. There you go. Created by Yogi. Okay, it's special. You can't get it anywhere else, only here. Oh, Grace Hoston has got a spooky bingo of 3799 as well. Oh, this is a popular one, isn't it? Yes, 3799. And considering for the entire piece, they're only it's under 4,000 stitches, so it's quite a precious triple spooky bingo. Suzanne says, check Jane, the caffeinated stitcher. I think she also stitches in hand. Oh. Colin says, Yogi, that is still how Stitching Mummy stitches. She's my favorite. I can't wait for her video on Monday night. Oh, so she releases on the same night, does she? Yes. I have watched quite a few of her things, but not the recent ones. I should check out Stitching Mummy, who gave us the typewriter method, even though I butcher it quite a lot and go for the range version. But thank you, Stitching Mummy. I mean, the thing is, Stitching Mummy is making hand sewing and hand stitching look so easy, but when you try it, it's not really. I think a lot of practice is required, so it's not for everybody. Callan says, Yogi, how long do you keep your thread? What do you mean? Do you mean the length of the thread? Just make sure I understand your question. That one. This one's done. Colleen, check the auto correction. Colleen, you scared me right there. Let me just highlight Colleen's. Yeah, and a little scare. Right. Yes, Colleen. Oh, Callan, yes. So the length of my DMC, which I do single strand pretty much all the time, it's about I don't know the actual measurement, but it's from my around my middle finger up to my elbow. So that's kind of my comfort length. I think it's to do with when you pull the thread up, how far do you want to come up? And I know I can probably make it a bit shorter. So it's a balance between the ease of use when you pull the thread up. You don't want it too long, probably based on your arm length as well. But also not so short that you have to switch, you have to switch a new thread all the time. So yes, from my middle finger to my elbow is kind of my comfort zone. So I can't give you a measurement per se. So 6, are you planning to do hand sewing then? 3799. 3799. Back on the board. Auto correction. Right. Is it looking good? Look at this. Looks like a proper flower. I'm going to do a little bit over here as well. Very nice. 970. 970. So Oh dear. Am I just double checking my stitches? I think it's all right. Oh, 6, you always do hand sewing. Oh, so now you want to try 10 stitches and you find it tricky to do. Interesting. Ah, interesting. Quite the opposite. So 6 says, I tried in frame with stand, but hurts my neck and back after a while. Full cross is a breeze, but with tent I get stuck and stitch look uneven that way. Yeah, it depends on your setup, isn't it? I would highly recommend. I don't know. Maybe you tried it already and didn't work, but I find having a desktop stand or some sort of Lowry that allows you to sit in front of a desk. I think a lot of people use Lowry to stitch on the sofa. I don't think it's the best for your body posture and for the back, but yeah, maybe it's just the position you put yourself in. I would think frames are probably technically more stable because if let's say if you stop stitching, you can literally I can just free my hands away from my fabric. It doesn't move anywhere. Whereas if you stitch in hand, you have to put it down, and when you pick it up, you have to rearrange the fabric again. So for me, that was the sticking point. I didn't enjoy it, and also I have to hold my fabric constantly in order to stitch. I didn't like that. So it's not for everyone. All right. Ah, Suzanne says my neck hurts if I have my frame more flat. Okay, facing upwards. When I have it more vertical, then I'm looking straight ahead. Neck hurts less. That's a very good point. Very good point. You want the frame to be sort of diagonal rather than flat up. Yes, definitely. But it also depends on the height of your fabric as well. You know, if it's lower down, if you prop your frame or your stand on a laptop, maybe facing up is easier for you. So it depends on where your eyes are versus your fabric, isn't it? One more stitch. This one. Night night, Joyce. 99 to Joyce. Colleen says, maybe if you roll the fabric and clip it, you can keep your tension and not wrap your fabric threads. Colleen's referring to hand stitching. It doesn't hold tension though, because you can roll up the fabric to make it a little bit more manageable. But the tension, there's no tension with hand stitching, is there? You have to use your maybe fingers to kind of keep it stable. And I find it just too much for my hands. My wrists and my fingers get really sore instantly. Lovely. Look at this. And might do a little bit more on this bottom right area. Okay, so I can do this one. Right, 947, 947. 947. It's bright orange. Beck says, my hands cramp when I don't use a frame. Exactly. Same here, because you have to hold the fabric. And 6 says, I roll my fabric from left to right, trying to visualize it, and stitch from right to left in columns, up for first leg and then down for second leg. Almost always sewing horizontal motion from right to left. Is that full cross? So you do one leg at a time, do you? Here we go, only 5 stitches here. Oh dear. Hmm. I like the idea of score frames. It's just they have to match the width of your projects, or they don't work well, and that's a problem because all my projects are quite big. One, two. One, two. But for those of you who have score frames, is it correct the width of the frame has to match your work, right? So you can't fold them up on both sides to fit a more narrow frame. Oh, look at this flower. Let me just go and put on a layer, a little bit nippy. Kelly says I do my long piece sideways on the scroll frame, but still, even sideways, even if you, but when you say sideways, does that mean you stitch still from one side to the other? You just turn it 45-degree. I've seen people doing that actually. Well, it would just do my head in. Oh, Callan, yes. Now, overseas orders of physical items, particularly large ones, is going to be quite expensive, I think. Beck says that's why my score frame is 1.6 meter long. That's like size of half of the room for some rooms. And Clara says correct. You cannot fold up your fabric. Tension on fabric will be uneven, so that's a problem. My pieces are so big. Okay, so this one is done. 947, going back. Clara says also some people put their fabric to fit width wise by putting sideways, which misses my head. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I've seen people doing that, and I was wondering, why do they stitch like, 45-degree in rotation? And maybe that's the reason. But for some brains like mine, it's not working. And Suzanne says, my new stand I got from Ukraine. Yes, Callum as well. Sideways will help me lots so far. Yes, no, no chance. Oh my goodness. And also storage as well. If you just have one frame, and also you need a stand as well to hold it. But even if you have that set up and if you have multiple frames, you need space to store them as well. So multiple problems. I think I'll stick with my old-fashioned hoops. Let me have a look. Just 2 stitches with this one. 921. 921. Kelly says I keep a little post-it note under my needle minder so I remember which way is up. Because it's messing with your brain, that's why. There's 2 more stitches on the side there. One, 2. Nice. And 1 more. Hello, Karen. Karen Sutherland has joined us. Good morning. Had to sleep in today. Yes, it's nice to do that from time to time. And welcome. Suzanne says the painted fairy frames are fairly big and I think they're expandable, so you can buy parts to make them bigger. Don't talk about parts of that, of that product. I've seen floss tubers. I couldn't believe it when they unpack the whole thing, literally like, I don't know how many pieces, at least 50 they have to put together. That's a slightly, a little bit too overwhelming for me. I can just about manage IKEA, without falling over. And that's like IKEA 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I know where it is. Oh dear. Hang on. Janine says, working sideways is actually not hard if you lock your tablet and just go square by square, as if the right way. Oh no, it's already messing with my head. So Janine says, turning your tablet the same way as well as your fabric. No. It's not true though, Janine. Janine says you're not looking at the picture anyway. I do though. It's like this flower. And I know that's the ceiling. So I'm tuning into that orientation of the piece. If it starts to go sideways, no. Oh no, I can't even just trying to visualize it. My brain starts to hurt. No, Janine, no. Help. No. I think for some brains it just doesn't work. I think my brain just starts to scream. Lovely. Clara's making it worse. She says, I think when you stitch sideways on the frame, you need to reverse the direction of your crosses. That's just too much to think about. I mean, first of all, you have to picture your piece sideways, and you have to switch this, reverse this, the direction. Oh dear. Karen says the painting fairy stand takes engineering skills to put together. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. I just look at all the loose parts. I'm just going, oh dear. Six. The lovely cottage will turn into a deadly crab. It is, when I look at it, you know, when I look at it, I still see the crab. I don't, you know, I'm stuck. So. Suzanne is so efficient. You know, it's all about consolidating actions together. She says, when I get up to get my snacks, I did a top up of some floss. Of course, I missed the one I needed. Yeah, so go for another round of snacks. Okay, that would be a very good excuse to go for a snack fetch. You just go, well, I'm only having more snacks because I need more floss. It's just one trip, right? Exactly. So. Okay, so the next color is A38. A38. A3A. Oh, I haven't got this one on my master set. In that case, I'll leave it for now. Okay. I'm not in the mood for flossing up right now, so I'll pick a different color. So I have a master set, and occasionally I run into colors I don't have on my master set. It happens from time to time. In that case, I will go for some green then. Why not? And 501. 501. Do I have it? I do. Yes, on my needle pull. Janine says, Yogi, you do work way further away in the tablet, if that makes sense, than I can. I only look maybe about 2 columns at a time. Janine, that's how I used to be. Maybe up to 3-4 months ago, to be honest. If I ever do cross country, I normally wander around kind of, next block. It's not next cross country. I cross the block, cross the road. I'll probably move within 2 blocks, probably similar to you. And that was my comfort zone. But, Janine, let me introduce Janine to Nikki, okay? Go watch Nikki's work. And I was fascinated. And because I, maybe up to recent couple months, I would not do anything remotely like this. I stitch in order, doesn't matter what method I use. I finish the stitches behind me before I move forward, okay? So, but there are pros and cons. So I don't know whether you were here when I was talking about the fatigue, the cost for my eyes. So when you stitch things in order, let's say if I follow this bit, right, this bit is a little bit more completed. So if I finish it, I try to do that within the page or whatever, I just keep going diagonally or whichever. I'm just staring at the same pattern for eternity. So there might be a little bit of changes as you move forward. And the nice thing about that is that you get to complete the images underneath as you move forward. But my eyes get really tired. And, I get fatigued very easily with the same colors or the same pattern. So I started to try to sort of, wander a little bit further, and now here I am. I didn't plan to do this. I planned to move vertically down, connected with a single column right in the center of the piece, and maybe branch out a little bit. So that was what I was trying to do, center column, I think was this one, and then branch out. And lo and behold, I just found this trail of colors that I like, and just keep following. And I found myself in this area with a big flower. So yeah, I know, I'm surprised myself. Most of my work, prior to about 3-4 months ago, looked nothing like this. Everything's completed in order, block by block, or, mini cross country. So I'm with you. So this is a new adventure, and do not get engaged with Nikki, okay? Avoid her at all costs, because she's going to lead you straight, and do not look at her work. Do not look at her work. And a lot of her pieces look a little bit like this. She would cross country, find the stitches up to a certain point, a certain location, and then stitch what she likes. So I'm just learning from her, being led, straight by Nikki. So Suzanne says, I have 100 7 stitches to go. I might have to use a 6-pack. Yes, a 6-pack coming up. Club material regarding Alien Club. Okay, Alien Club material regarding Yogi ECC. This is not ECC, is it? ECC is when Nikki goes, you know, just grab a cone of 310 and cross country, color complete a single color of the entire piece. She did that for Sweet Shop. I ask you, how many thousand? I have no idea. And I think she managed 4,000 at one point in a day. So I'm not even know if that's the highest record for her, but she did that. So yeah, if you want to talk about Alien, you know, go find Nikki. I'm still way, you know, safely in the mere mortal arena. Callum says, how often do you do the parking method? If you're asking me, it really depends. Very often with my pieces, I have not done any parking for 28 count. For some reason, it just does not want me to park. And so with parking, it happens from 25 counts downwards. So I do with all of them, but not sticking with it. Normally, I switch my stitching method quite a lot. But I used to do a lot of block by block parking. So the first method I learned, which I demonstrated a couple of weeks ago on a live stream, that was my go-to method, particularly when for new start. That used to be my go-to method, and also I do Gemma's method as well. So I switch back and forth. If I park for a little bit, then I'll start to clear up my part threads and do mini cross country, and then I'll park again. So yes, back and forth. So in no particular interval or pattern. I just like to change around. That's probably, it. But for 28 counts, I have not wanted to park whatsoever. For some reason, I just do not want to do that. I want to do this. But then again, for 25 counts, I would not wander this far. I do not have a web, 25 counts or below into stitch counts that I want to do this. I think for some reason it feels better to do this on smaller stitches like 20, 28 and 30, 32 as well with the Christmas piece. I'm starting to wander a little bit further. So I think it's to do with what you feel comfortable doing. So these stitches might be my last ones for this session, guys. Oh, I know. We are about 20 minutes to midnight here, and tomorrow I have early classes on Sunday morning. So just to be sensible, and so these final, quite a few actually, maybe 10-15 stitches are my final ones. So guys, you know it by now. The regulars know we play a game called Guess My Stitches. Okay, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you never played Guess My Stitches with us, you've been lurking, come forward. You know you want to. It's good fun, okay? And it's Saturday as well. No better day. And today's winner is, the winners are in the special category of Aimee SAL Saturday winner. Okay, for Guess My Stitches, you stay winning for the entire week. Okay, does that sound appealing already? And if not, you have you're very, very fussy, but also very high standard. And in that case, you also get to enjoy the buffet with me, okay? It's like nowhere else. You get to enjoy the buffet with yogi. It's like having tea with the queen. And you get the crowns. Yes, now we have the Christmas crown, and round of applause and admiration from stitches from all over the world, okay? So you can start to come forward to offer your numbers while I'm doing the final stitches here with you. All right, so I think I'm going to do this row and a row below. So we're talking another 10 stitches, and every stitch counts, okay? And as the numbers are flowing in, let's bring on the Guess My Stitches machine. Yes, I know, it's shocking, isn't it? Every night you look at this machine, you go, how is it possible? This is just state-of-the-art, high-tech technology, okay? Here we go. Boom. I know. I'm shocked every night as well, looking at my own creation. I built this fantastic machine with my own hands in my basement, and with power tools, okay? And no animals or human were harmed during the process. No squirrels, or kitties were harmed in the process. It was very safe. I was wearing helmets and fluorescent vest there, so I could be safely spotted while creating this machine here. So 3 more stitches here. All right, and you can submit your number here. Oh, I can see everybody's eager to be the winner tonight. I know. Who wouldn't want to be the winner for a week? Seriously. And so here we go. And I cannot remember who was the last week's winner. If it's you, give me a little wave if you remember. Let me know. But you know who you are. Okay, if you're a winner, you're the winner. You don't need to be told. Here we go. So this is the last stitch of this color here, ending with a beautiful, beautiful green color. Oh, gorgeous. And today is just a feast for the eyes with this piece here. So while you're coming forward with your numbers, I will give you a really quick recap of what's happening with my project here today. Okay, lurkers, come forward. I know you're there. And so let me zoom out a little bit. All right. So today, have this little fox to keep me company, and I have not run out of needles. How good is that? So today, one more time, I'm focusing on this beautiful flower here. And if you're wondering where this flower is, let me just quickly show you. Okay, no peeking with the numbers, don't worry. I just want to flip it over so you know exactly where I am. And this is where I am. This is what I'm trying to stitch. Okay, for the past few sessions to complete this flower. And also, if I zoom out, then you know where it is on the piece. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And that's why I'm so drawn to it. I really want to stitch it. So from here, and so today's stitch is pretty much surrounding this area, giving the flower more definition. It's so pretty here. And guys, are you ready? Let's look at what we've got today with our numbers here. Here we go. Oh, from the top. Yes. Clara, 175. Yes. And Kimberly, 221. Laura, 231. 6, 222. And Henny, 225. Steph, 301. And Janine, 245. Colleen, 199. And Kelly, 240. Everybody's in a similar range. You've been counting. And Simone, 275. Carla, good to see you again, 224. And Frida, 261. Susan, 186. Jackie, 318. Almost double the number of Susan. And Kelly M, 202, and Suzanne 279. Maddie's Budget Corner 330 unlocked, and Rajal 200. Grace Houston 260, and Callan 276, and Candace 276. The same numbers, Callum. Okay. And Natty, very, very close, 227. And Steve, hello, Steve. lucky, jerky. Yes, Steve is alive, everyone. Oh, a sign of relief. Yes, good. 235. And Steve has won many times of this game. Okay, so watch out for him. And Rochelle 287. Good to see you, Steve. And Tracy Parker 261. And the raccoons. Okay, random comment from Suzanne. Well done. And Rachel 263. And Belinda 306. To Snowy 240. And Ring 215. Guys, are you ready? Another Saturday winner happening here live on Yogi Stream. Let me bring on the app that does not lie. Okay, trust me. And are you ready, guys? 3, 2, who is going to be our winner tonight? And 1, boom. There you go. Wow, I think someone might have got this number. The total number of stitches the Yogi has completed tonight and this beautiful Saturday is 207, guys. 207. And before you even check the numbers, just look at my progress. 1.03, guys. 1.03. Yes, I'm over to 1%. After how many weeks? Maybe 5 weeks working on this project. 1%, guys. Okay, who is going to be our winner tonight? So I can see 200 here. Let me just have a look. So we have 207. Ring is pretty close, and also we have a 200 here. Anyone? 200 is pretty close. 20. Oh, Kelly 202. So Kelly's top so far is the closest so far. Anyone closer? Anyone closer? And if not, it may be Kelly M tonight. Is it Kelly's night tonight? I think it is. I think it is. Yes. I think it's Kelly M. Round of applause, guys. Crowns. Everyone. Particularly members, you've got my special Christmas crown for Kelly, and round of applause, everyone. And of course, Kelly, you know by now you're a regular. You get to enjoy this fantastic buffet, and look at the round of applause from everywhere. Yes, Kelly says it's me. Yes, I should have said Kelly won. Yes, Kelly is our winner. And you know what, Kelly, you're a Saturday SAL winner, so you stay a winner for the entire week. I ask you, how good is that? And the crowns are coming in from everyone, all directions, guys. And buffet as well. Not only you have something to wear on your head, you have something to eat as well. And of course, majority of it will go to me. Okay, I win every night, but you get to eat some of that as well. Not the crown. Don't eat the crowns, and eat the food. The fantastic buffet. Oh, guys. So this concludes our Saturday SAL for this beautiful evening, 8th of November. I'm now giving you dates as well, not just the day of the week, just in case, just keep you on track here. So from this beautiful London town, Yogi signing out. And some prawns. Yes, Carla clearly has been, watching the streams. Yes, bringing some prawns forward. And also, some more prawns here from Kelly as well. And guys, give me some 99 love, for Yogi. And sending the stitches in Europe over here to bed. Have a lovely rest here for everyone here. And wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good night as well. Guys, nighty night, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow for a peaceful Sunday stitching, okay? No idea what I'm going to be stitching, but something lovely, that's a guarantee. So tomorrow, come and meet me here. And until then, nighty night. Night night, everyone. Love you all. See you later. Bye. Night night.